Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? 554. Let's go, D. Let's go. Quick.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. 58 right there. They can't hang with us. Get it.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. But go.
Back to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They're going to look to throw.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Douchebag.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or You make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Come on,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ready, ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. It's caught. Jones. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter.
Look at me, zipper. Yep. Move.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down, and this is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Rock it, rock it. Let go.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
You draw courses. Be careful.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58, right over there.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out getting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever was coming.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Calvin Ridley, 83 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every... And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams.
Flag's crazy, no time for adjustments.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. 36 yards on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, you.
Mike, 45. Here we go. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. Here we go. 45 to Mike. Silver.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught by Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing after the interception.
The fuck out of here. Go the fucking ball.
There's one incomplete. The intended target,
Dumbass is so fucking retarded.
And that'll bring up second down.
Throw the fucking ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones now going to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize that.
In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
50 Pittsburgh.
That's the way.
45. Ready?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey.
Gonna be a long day offense.
Yo, go. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's my board. Hey, here I come.
Jones to throw on third down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Like, why the fuck can I find these rules?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go. Good sound, baby. That's big sound. Nine the mic. Nine the mic. I got you. I got you. Mike, got you.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
I'm picking a dumbass fight. I'm so fucking angry, dude.
Bravo.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Ready. Kick the oar.
And they'll indeed stop him on first down. First half, we'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on, bro. You coming out in weak or... Thank you.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
On the ball. 5.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, Charlie.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 13. Check 13.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Ready.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now Jones on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hey, high 7.
Switch. Spine. No.
Jones now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Switch. Hey, lock it.
Check 31.
Hey, exit. 5.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
50, play.
Watch the screen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Wow,
Boy,
how is
is
he
he
so
close.
slow?
Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 9.
He'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one caught by Ridley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes it to Dixon. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Hines. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Throwing, Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Jones.
I was so
Weaving
stupid.
through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 83 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jones looking middle, and that's complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jones operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Toward the pylon, caught.
You're a douchebag.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.